Welcome to your franchise staff. Here you find
Today, it's the National Football League. Super Bowl 59. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Jets.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. On the return is Xavier Gibson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that will be incomplete. On fourth down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Taken in at the 22. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. They'll drop to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got him in, it's Brown. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. They got it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This will be taken at the 10. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up. 3rd down, here's Abanikanda. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going deep for Brown. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want, because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to Wicks. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. An entire season coming down to this next quarter. 3 in the books here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Eagles are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Back to throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now the try here for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken at the 15. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but well, we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Mike 57. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready, hit.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Let's give him the credit he deserves because he can really do no wrong. It's got to be demoralizing for a defense to have someone who can cut up your secondary all game long with his arm. and then rip off a huge gain like this with his legs. A championship effort.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.